Donald Trump's new tariffs on steel and aluminum are likely to have long and short-term impacts on our region, especially the Iron Range. Monday, Trump announced he's placing 25% tariffs on foreign steel and aluminum imports. Since the range produces iron, which makes steel, they could feel some impact. Iron Range author and political expert Aaron Brown says this tariff could prevent competing supply from entering the marketplace. While that's a positive, Brown says there could be long-term negative impacts.
You can already see what's happening as the big steel makers are receiving news of these tariffs. We're hearing that they're raising steel prices, causing price increases for everything made out of steel, which of course includes a lot of things.
Brown says if steel prices rise, buyers might not purchase as much. That could lead to an increase in car prices. Brown calls the implementation of any tariff a gamble. However, the mines will continue to run, which is obviously a big benefit.